Let's join Tressie and Dave and see what's new in the marketplace.
Zorse 1928. As seen earlier, here is Cinnamon the Zorse. She's been in parades, trail rides, spins, and even swims. She goes in a harness and can become part of your next team.
Zebra 1929 is so cute. Fanny is started under saddle and in the harness, and is gentle to be around. She's riding great.
Zorse is 1933. From Broken Spoke Mule Ranch, this team of Zorses drives the very best. Peanuts and Shadow have been in parades, wagon trains, fairs, and even driven across Death Valley. They are good-minded and love people. They won the Bishop Mule Days and Pendleton Roundup Grand Parade Championship. Peanuts and Shadow do it all. The harness and show wagon are available too.
Welcome to What You Need to Know Horse Health. We're here at the Pacific Crest Equine Veterinary Hospital to talk about pre-purchase exams.
Hi, I'm Danny Dutton. I'm a veterinarian at Pacific Crest Equine in Exeter, California. We're an exclusively equine practice in the San Joaquin Valley, just about an hour south of Fresno. We work mostly with performance horses, whether they're dressage, jumpers, cutters, reiners, ropers, just about any discipline you may think of. People come to us often looking for advice on the purchase exam. The pre-purchase exam is a very important part of the transaction of buying a horse, perhaps the most important part. The basic exam in the hands of any veterinarian is going to be approximately the same. It's going to involve a clinical exam, probably in the parking lot or in the clinical exam room, where they go over things like heart rate, they listen to the lungs, listen to the bowel sounds, get a rectal temperature, look at the teeth, look at the eyes.
Next, Dr. Dutton performs a standing soundness exam, where he'll run his hands over the horse, look for sore spots along the back, heat and imperfections along the legs. And he'll also run the hoof testers over the horse's feet to check for possible foot problems.
The next step in the exam is the dynamic exam. You go outside into usually an area where they have a hard surface, and the horse is then jogged and walked in circles, looking for issues of lameness. The veterinarian may choose to start doing some flexion exams. The idea is to find sore spots, joints that hurt when they're flexed and held in awkward positions for a few seconds. The idea is to express those lamenesses so that the buyer doesn't find out later that something was missed in the transaction. My advice to buyers in almost every case is not to buy a lame horse. And that's the whole idea behind the very, very basic pre-purchase exam.
After the basic pre-purchase exam, there are many electives a veterinarian can perform to help aid you in the decision to purchase the horse.
The veterinarian may suggest to the buyer that certain radiographs would be good to have just for a more complete picture. Blood work may be requested by the buyer or suggested by the veterinarian to assess the overall health of the horse or to detect the presence of drugs that may be masking signs of lameness or behavior issues with the horse.
The veterinarian may also recommend testing for genetic disorders like HERDA, a skin disease, or HYPP, a neurological disorder.
Ultrasound may be performed to assess the tendons and ligaments of the legs especially. Endoscopy may need to be performed on those horses that are going to be in high-performance events such as racing or endurance. At the end of the exam, the veterinarian is going to provide you with a list of the discoveries that were encountered. When it's all said and done, what the veterinarian is trying to do is to give you the information that you need to make a well-informed purchase decision so that you as a buyer are satisfied with your purchase and will go on to have a long, happy relationship with your healthy horse.
We want to thank Pacific Crest Equine Veterinary Hospital and Dr. Danny Denton for sharing with us information about the pre-purchase exam. That's all for what you need to know horse health.